Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Welcome to another midday market update. Glad that you're here. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know VV Nation is out there hot and heavy so far this morning. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from so that I can see where we are broadcasting to all over the world. Not just the United States, but all over the world, folks. And I see me live on the Facebook side, but I don't see my chat again, bro. I do see me live, but I wonder if I need to do it on my phone. This week, I'm trying to make sure that I get the chat on the Facebook side up and going. So you sit right there, just like I do it on the videos. You sit right there. Let's go VectorVest. Hold on. VectorVest, and let's go see. Do I see me live? I did get a notification. Should I have clicked on that notification? Well, there it is. There's a notification, and there I am. But that's for YouTube, bro. All right, so I'm trying to find the chat on Facebook. Why does this happen to me? Why is it just to me? All right, it's Joey's fault. I'm blaming Joey. Straight up blaming Joey. All right. Well, I can see the chat coming in across on the YouTube side. Again, my folks on Facebook, I'm working on it. Facebook, there's that. There's the live. Oh, hold on. That's still on. That's Facebook. All right. Comments. Now I can see comments on Facebook. Let's go see. There we go. I think I am way behind, though. Let's see if I can get this caught up. And there we go. Play again. Oh, come on. Sigh. Because now I started seeing chat. Do I see the chat? There we go. Oh, that's an old one. Oh, crap. Joey, I can't see the chat on Facebook. Sorry. Nonetheless, my name is Glenn Tonkins. I am so sorry. I'm trying to get the Facebook folks to chat in so I can see it. And for some reason, Joey's not here with me right now to help me out because I am challenged when it comes down to this. It is. All right. Somehow or another, I'll get the chat. All right. So with that all being said, I see the people on the YouTube side, and I can see that you guys are chatting in from all over the place. Canada, San Diego, Kentucky, UK. There we go. UK. Good afternoon. There's Jonathan. Where? Mandeville, Louisiana. I like me some Louisiana. Believe you me. Ooh-wee. I like that Cajun. I like that Cajun food too. Video. Let's see if I can expand the video here. Will that help me? Nope. Still trying to do it on. Yeah, I did expand the video on Facebook, but for some reason I still can't see the chat. I can see the video, but I can't see the chat.
I'll try to work on it.
All right, Joey's working on it for me. Thank you, Joey. All right,
over here.
Huh? Okay. This one? Okay, there you go. All right, sorry. Joey's working on it for me. All right, so the cool thing is, what do we do here on Midday Market? We look at what's going on in the market live on Monday to see what's going on. And like today, the market doesn't look like it's so great, but that doesn't mean that we don't have some opportunities to take advantage of the market. And so that's what we're going to do today. Glenn, move to the left. What are you trying to do? You trying to get me to slide to the left? Slide to the right? Everybody clap their hands. Is that what you're trying to get me to do? I'm not doing the cha-cha slide on YouTube today. Nope. I'm not trying to do the cha-cha slide on YouTube today. I just had, and as a matter of fact, as a DJ, I had a great wedding this weekend, which was awesome. So, and Joey had a great weekend in Charleston this weekend. All right. So with that, man, oh man, a lot of news going on, a lot of news driving stocks today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at the indices in the market to see what they're doing. And the first thing I ever want anybody to let you know, just because you see the market go down doesn't mean that you panic. And the VectorVest system is designed to help you not to panic. The market overall is still good. Earnings are still coming in good. The Fed is going after inflation by tapering, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of good things going on, especially with earnings. So a down day in the market doesn't mean it's time to panic and panic sell your stocks, all right? So keep that in mind. Real quick, if you're brand new to the channel, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. When you do, a little emote's going to come up saying thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when new content like this comes out. And most of all, if you like the content, hit that like button. Hit that like button, especially. How many of you have seen some stocks here on either midday market or trending Thursday that has made you some money? All right, hit a 1. Hit a 1 if you have. Hit a 2 if you have not. All right, if you found some stocks that we've presented here on our YouTube channel that did really well for you, again, hit a 1 to let me know, and hit a 2 if you have not. If you have not, I want to see how useful. And this is why I ask for the likes. This is why I look at that. I see a lot of 1s coming up. I see some 2s coming up, and that's honest answer. I got 1 and 2. Mark says 1 and 2. I'm just trying to get a feel, because if you honestly feel that this is something worth that you can use, hit the like button. Let me know. But now I see the mixture of both the 1s and the 2s coming up. And listen, it's either, well, 1 or 2. It could happen. So I see the 1s and the 2s coming up, and that's awesome. I'm using my my Michigan Cup today. Did Michigan win this week, by the way? Who did they play? I had a busy week, so I hadn't caught up. Did Michigan win this week? Even if they did or didn't, I'm still drinking out of my Michigan Cup. Go Blue. So I'm hoping that they did win, and I hope Ohio State lost. All right, there we go. So with that, Joey's still working in the background trying to get my chat for me. And as he does that, we're going to keep on moving on. Oh, one other thing, and I'm going to need Joey for this. I need to make sure that everybody out here knows what we're doing with the trade for charity for Patrick. And Joey's going to put a little thing up for you to show you. Patrick's come up with a great idea to raise money for less fortunate children for the holidays. And every Tuesday and Wednesday for the next few weeks, he will do a live stream to grow our subscribership and allow you guys to donate towards that cause. In 2 days, folks, we raised over $1,000. All right, in 2 days, we raised over $1,000 to help these unfortunate children. So we've got a few weeks more to do that. I need you guys, I need VV Nation to go out and help to support Patrick in this effort. All right, remember, every Tuesday and Wednesday starting at 11:30 on both days, go to the YouTube channel, check him out in regards to raising money for this cause. It's Trade for Charity. All right, I'm going to move on. Joey's still trying, but in the background, I'm going to move on, and I'm going to get us into the VectorVest software to see where we stand. So, as we look today is not a great day in the market. As we look, more stocks going down compared to going up in the market. In our color guard, which is our traffic light into the market, we've got a lot more yellow than anything. So we're telling you to just be cautious. By way of the guidance that we've given, VectorVest does not advocate buying any stocks at this time. Here's the all of the indices. We got a mixed market. The Dow is the only thing hanging by a string on the upside so far this morning. Everything else is down. All right. So again, just because you have a down day doesn't mean that the market's going to turn around and just crash on you. Just keep your heads, keep your focus, keep your plans in place. Always remember, plan your trades, trade your plans. All right. Always remember that. Plan your trades, trade your plans. All right. So first thing I want to look at is some of the stories that are moving the market this morning. And I'm going to get back into the other side, go back to the website. Oops, I got a lot of things open. All right, thank you, Joey. So move that over. And now, oh, dagnabbit. Move this over. So now I should be able to see the Facebook chat. Where's it at? Say again?
Just under the video.
It's just under the video. All right, somebody in Facebook say something. All right, so now I know that I can see you chatting. So now I see the comments, but I just need you guys to chat. I don't even know how many people are there. Okay, I see. All right, so here's some stocks that are moving the market this morning. Why did the market start off to the upside? Stock market news live update. Stocks rise as investors eye upbeat China data, await retail sales. So the market started up to the upside this morning. There we go. I see Jay now. Jay, slow down. You're typing incorrectly, but that's all right. At least I see you on the Facebook side. Thank you for that, my friend. All right, so the market started off to the upside this morning, but very quickly started to turn back around. What other stocks are moving in the market? Now, everybody knows that I like this stock, Tonex Pharmaceutical. Tonex Pharmaceutical was going after a drug for fibromyalgia, going through phase 3, didn't work out so well. They turned around and they focused, they pivoted back over to the vaccine. TNX 102SP was the drug, I believe it was, for the COVID vaccine. And right now, I saw another article most recently that they're going back into the fibromyalgia drug for the second time for phase 3. We'll see what happens with that. But this story talks about a patent for the use of TNX 1700, a stabilized recombinant form of trefoil, factor 2, for treating gastric and pancreatic cancers. Anything that's dealing with cancers and the drugs that are going after them tend to always have a pop. And this Tonex is going for a patent. And then with that patent, once they've solidified that patent, can then put out another drug, again, this one for gastric and pancreatic cancers. So Tonex is doing everything that they can to keep stuff in the pipeline for them to be a viable drug or a viable drug company. So they were going after fibromyalgia. They pulled back from that. They were going after the COVID vaccine. They're still going after that. Now they're re-entering back into the fibromyalgia field and now also looking at a drug for gastric and pancreatic cancers. I think it is definitely something to keep in your mind. Another story. I just did a video on Friday for Rivian, the new EV company that just came out, but a lot of cool things came out of that video. How many of you watched the video on Friday about the new Rivian IPO? Type of 1 in the room, type of 2 if you have not. How many of you saw the video on the Rivian IPO? Type of 1 in the room. Now, the cool thing about within that video, I came up with some great information on Lucid. Lucid, couple of things. Not only is backed by Amazon, but it's also backed by Ford. So there's a lot of money. There's a lot of backing behind the Rivian stock. I think that that's really good for the stock. But the second thing that I need to really see is, can they sell cars? So Rivian has already sold a few cars out there already, but let's go see if they can sell cars. That's what's going to be the big thing that's going to either make it good or make it not good. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, Lucid has been on the market for a while. It was a SPAC. It's been on the market for a while, but it wasn't selling any cars. Now they're selling the Lucid Airs for about $77,000. There's a lot of money to buy, but it's an all-electric, all right? I did some analysis between Rivian, Tesla, and Lucid, and I found out that Lucid, and I'm still looking into it, Lucid's got a mile range of over 500 miles per charge. That's amazing. And it goes from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, whereas Tesla and Rivian take a little longer to get from 0 to 60. I am really, really feeling this Lucid stock. Now, they've started selling cars. The thing is that it's at a high price point. I understand that. But I think that as more and more people start buying electric cars, I think the prices, inevitably have to go down. As the demand kicks in and the supply, if they can get the supply, they can get the price down. But Lucid, man, Lucid really caught my attention. And Lucid stock rises after Lucid Air wins Motor Trend Car of the Year. I'm wondering what the time frame for a car to get Motor Trend Car of the Year. I know it's been around, but they just started selling cars, so I don't know how they get to be Car of the Year that quickly. But nonetheless, it's the news that could be driving the stock's price higher. All right, so I'm seeing all the ones and the twos about the video. If you typed in a 2 and you did not watch our YouTube video on Friday about Rivian, the Amazon-backed IPO company, take a look at it because there are a couple of other stocks. Lucid's in that video, Tesla's in that video, and of course Rivian is in that video, and I compare all three cars. Check that video out if you haven't already. All right, so that stock is making news today. Now, we all know that the infrastructure bill, I believe, is sitting on the president's desk. I'm wondering why it's taking so long, for him to sign it. All right, I don't understand why, and I'm thinking it needs to be done pretty quickly. Now I'm starting to see the chat on Facebook. Cassandra's in there from Athens. Abraham is on there. Tim is there. About sums up the state of the market. I know, Tim. I know. But again, just because the market's down today doesn't mean that it's... I hear you, Mark. Mark talked about talk show. I got beat up in our jockey club. Somebody said I wasn't signing up for a talk show, and Mark is just bringing that back to my attention. All right, so Lucid makes the news. That's why it's here today. Now, again, in regards to infrastructure, I got a couple of stocks that are thinking that are really going to be good for infrastructure, and there's 3 charging companies. ChargePoint, Blink, and EVGO. EVGO has been rocking and rolling recently in that space. But as the new infrastructure bill comes out and pushing more towards especially electric cars and clean energy, those 3 charging, and I've been talking about ChargePoint for about a year or so, way back, because as we were starting to go down the path of electric vehicles, they need to be charged. So ChargePoint was a stock that was hot on my radar, but now EVGO is in there and ChargePoint is in there, stocks that you need to keep an eye on. But EV charging stocks are hot. Which ones are the best? And I'm going to bring up 3 for you. Now, the next big news for me is on crypto side. How many of you saw the Shiba Inu video that we did last week? Man, that video got a lot of views. Type of 1 if you did see the Shiba Inu video, type of 2 if you didn't. Now, the reason why for that, it wasn't, and I wasn't picking sides on the stock. I wasn't picking sides on it at all, and I laid it out specifically for informational and educational purposes. There's a lot of people on YouTube saying that the stock is going to go to $1 billion. You're going to be a quadrillionaire. And listen, when I'm entering into this space of super speculative stocks, I am not going to be for or against it. I will only give you the information to help you make the right decisions. That's what it's designed to do. So if you're coming to the YouTube channel and looking at these stocks, these crypto stocks, for me to take sides, the answer to that is I'm not going to do it. I want you guys to do your own homework, and I'm going to try to put as much information in front of you to help you to make the right decisions for you. Always keep in mind that these crypto stocks are speculative. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And for everyone in here that typed in a 2 that you didn't go watch it, these videos that I'm talking about are germane, are on our YouTube channel. Go look at some of, this is a live stream right here, but don't be afraid to go take a look at all of the other content we have out there, folks. We put a lot of great content out there for you to make decisions on. So my next video or my next story is, after Gemini, Kraken could be feeling good about possible SHIB listing. So these are places where you can go buy stuff like SHIB Inu. I have a Coinbase account, and that's where I've bought my SHIB. I own 132,000 shares of SHIB Inu. Well, that's because it's 0.000056. Yeah, it's way out there. Talk about speculative. I think I spent like $6 to own 132,000 shares of the stock. So, am I interested in it? Absolutely. Why am I interested in it? Because there's a lot of buzz behind it. Now, there's not a lot of information that I can get from a VectorVest perspective on these stocks, but I've got a website that can give me some basic understanding or basic analysis on the stock that I'm going to put out there for you nonetheless. But some of you, if you trade them in some kind of a wallet, a crypto wallet or crypto space, you can get that information as well. So now the big thing about this is that other people or other brokerages or other places are listing SHIB. The big part of that is it is not on Robinhood. And that's making news. That's making news that Robinhood won't list SHIB Inu on their site for people to buy. However, many others continue to remain skeptical, especially since its price movement is mostly driven by speculation and exposes investors to huge risk. That's the main reason. Robinhood don't want to go back through what they went through with having to shut down the trading on AMC and GME. All right, they don't want to get back into that again, so I think that is big time why they are not listing it on their site. But they are listen, it is the most hotly traded crypto right now is SHIB Inu. And, is Robinhood missing out on that? In essence, they are. But maybe they don't want to, make themselves susceptible to what happened with the meme crazy AMC and GME. So I think that's why they're not putting it on yet. And then how about this? Loopring, Ethereum, Polkadot. I've highlighted some stocks or some cryptos that are making news, and I've got them into a list on this website that I'm going to take a look at. But Loopring is another one. It attaches to another meme like GME. Mana attaches itself to another meme as AMC, but AMC is not only looking at, actually Mana is with Meta. Meta is with Mana. Mana, Meta, Meta, Mana. Those two are together. But AMC is looking at getting into Doge, looking to get into Shiba and all that kind of stuff. So there are other companies, just think about that. GME looking at Loopring. Meta looking at Mana. AMC looking at several of them, and these big companies could definitely push a lot of these cryptos higher. All right, so talking about Loopring, there's that partnership between Loopring Coin and GameStop seems to be done deal now in light of the video game retailers' latest job posting. GameStop, NFT, Loopring. I think that Loopring is going to be a crypto that you guys have to get on board with. Question is, Glenn, where do you buy SHIB? I got mine from Coinbase. That's where I got my SHIB from. I was on Coinbase, but there's a couple. You can get it from Binance. There's a cryptocurrency.com is another one. So there's several different places, but everybody is wondering why, with Robinhood being as big as it is, why they can't get it yet. So David asked me the question where to buy it. Raul asked me the question where to buy it. As a matter of fact, let me get to that website. Here it is. It is called CoinMarketCap. This is where, because we don't actually track cryptocurrency in our software, I needed to have a source where I can at least get some information. And this is the site that I have. It's CoinMarketCap.com, and I can look at all of the cryptos that are here. I can highlight which ones I really keep my eyes on, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Polkadot, Dogecoin. Look at that. Shiba out last week when I did the video, Shiba was ahead of Dogecoin, and this is sorted by market cap. All right, this is sorted by market cap. Shiba was ahead of Dogecoin by way of market cap, but then came back and down. Now they're like right neck and neck. Of course, Litecoin, Binance, Crypto.com. This crypto right here, I need you guys to keep your eyes on. This crypto right here, AXS, is going to be part of, or it could play an integral role into the metaverse. So I've got a couple of them here that I want you to keep your eyes on. AXS, which is trading at $142 with a market cap of a lot. And then there's another one called Engine. I'll find it. Decentraland, that's the Mana. That's going along with Meta. Meta and Mana. And where it is, there's Loopring. Where's Engine? Engine is, there it is. Engine is way further down here. It's trading at $3.06. But those are two cryptos in the meta space that I want you guys to keep your eyes on. Now, keep in mind still, crypto is a very speculative space to be, but those are two, AXS and ENJ. ANX and ENJ are two that I want you to keep your eyes on. Now, I see a couple of them coming in today. Tim said ALU. Snoopy says APEX. There's so many of them, folks, to look at. I haven't done enough work to really bring to the forefront the ones that I honestly feel have some credence to move. All right, so I'm putting that out there. And no Altura listed. Now, as I looked at it, what is the ticker symbol, Tim? You say no Altura. I'm looking at the top 100. Keep in mind, Tim, I'm looking at the top 100 by market cap. All right, so if it's not here, then man, it's less market cap than what I'm looking at on number 100. Does everybody understand that? Type of one, if you understand that in the room. So remember when I say that there's a lot of cryptos out here, when I'm looking at the top 100 sorted by market cap, these are the ones that make the list. So if you're typing in something that does not make the list, it's not in the top 100. That makes it even more speculative. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? I think that this is a good way to sift through. This site gives you a good way to sift through all of the crypto that's out there, especially if you sort it by market cap, folks. All right, at least if nothing else, you can hear about this crypto, that crypto, this crypto, that crypto. Why not spend time with the ones that have enough market cap to help you to make some money? Does that make sense to everybody, folks? And I like this site. This gives me some flexibility in looking at some of these stocks like this. Watch this. Where it says search, I can type in SHIB Inu, and now I can get some information on it. Remember, we don't track it, but I can look at a graph, and I can see what it's doing. And then everybody who's talking about, hey, man, this is going to go to the moon, I can throw some technicals on this, and I can throw some trend lines, and just like I would with a stock, this site gives me some capability in looking at it. And not only that, I can hit the news right here. And from the news, I can see what's going on with it. Look at that, Dodge and SHIB price analysis for November 15th. Hey, that's for today. All right. Are the meme coins bullish as before? I like this site outside of what I can do in the VectorVest software to give me analysis, to give me some analysis. And again, one more time, this is Coin Market Cap, and I can get a lot of information right from this site on any one. You said all ALTU, Altura, ALTU. There it is, Altura, ALU. Let's go take a look at it. Tim, you wanted, there's Altura. Where's the market cap? Look at, and I can see what the volume is, how many coins are in circulation, and this is 369, that's a billion, trillion, something like that. Max supply, total supply, this has got a lot of information. So there you go, Tim. You wanted to look at Altura. It still didn't sit in my market cap. Look at that, 172, evidently, or maybe it did. That number looks like it should have, so it might have been further down the list. But this site can do some really good things in regards to looking at cryptos. All right, and now, right now, if I'm looking at it, just over the last, let's go 1 month, look at it pull back. Look at where it is. Can I draw a trend line? Can I use this to trade? Absolutely. Absolutely, Tim. I got you, bro. I got you. That was a good question, but this site definitely does help you. And I can zoom in and out on a graph. So I like it. And it gives me that flexibility to look at crypto coins for you guys because I can't do it in the VectorVest software. This gives me that capability. All right? So there you go. So the cryptos that I'm really keeping my eyes on are Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and Loopring. Those are the three. Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, DOGE, and Loopring, which is LRC. You guys do your own homework on those, but those are the three that really catch my attention in the space that we're in right now. And remember, I did give you 2 more for the meta space. The website is CoinMarketCap, coinmarketcap.com. coinmarketcap.com. All right, so it's a great site. It's a great site, especially if you need some information. All right, so those are my stories. Those are my hot stories. Crypto has been a hot thing going on right now. And again, if nothing else, I've dwindled the list down to a few for you guys to keep your eyes on. Do you know what streaming service Motley Fool is teasing? I do not know, Mark. I do not know. But you know something? Everybody's got to have some kind of stream, just like we do. We analyze stocks, but we stream as well. All right, let me get back into the software. Now that we've looked at stocks from the view of stories, let's go to my viewers tab. All right, and now let's start to look at things like what's going on in our indices. I always want to look at what's going on with the volatility, the S&P 500 volatility, which is known as the VIX. It's up today, 6%. That means that we are bringing a lot more volatility into the market. The market's going to have stocks that look like this, volatility. It's going to have, what's the word that I use for a stock like this? What's the Glenism that I use for a stock like this? You guys know it. And that whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, you guys know the word, the Glenism that I use for a stock that does like this. Type it in the room. What was the crypto site you were given? Cryptomarket.com, Bruce. Cryptomarket.com. What is it? Bruce, I gave it like several times. CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap.com. And Jagosity is the word. Jagosity is the word. All right? Jagosity is the word. And that's when you see the VIX pop up like this, up 6% or so, we're getting a lot more jagosity in the market. What does that mean? Make sure your stops are in place. Russell 2000, I always like to look at the low dollar stocks. They're down about 0.6% today. So, Patrick picks, you called them. Huh? Patrick picks, you called. What does that mean? Patrick's pick, I don't know what that meant. So, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, Mike. All right, so let's go to the graphs. And what am I looking at? I'm looking at the four thingy. Yes, that's the technical term now used on midday is the four thingy. Have you researched Wonderland time before? Not at all. Never heard of it, Robert, but I'm going to write it down. Wonderland, T-I-M-E. If I can find some information on it, I might put out a story on it. I think a couple of stories that I am going to put out this week. I'm definitely going to do an infrastructure redo because I think it's time, especially if the bill is sitting on the president's desk. And I think I'm going to do a little bit more into cryptos and which cryptos you guys need to keep your eyes on. So I'm probably going, no, it's not a quad box. The technical term is, who put quad box? That was you, Joey? You put quad box? It's the four thingy. No? I like the four. Joey wants me to use quad box. All right, fine. It's the quad box. We're going to go utilize the quad box. And here's all the markets today. Real time on 5-minute bars. So big gap. All of the markets gapped up this morning. We can see at the 9:30 minute. But since then, all of the markets have pulled back. So Joey says I got to use quad box. All right. So it's not a four thingy anymore. It is the quad box. And I can watch. Look at the Dow. Look at the Dow starting to do a rebound right now. Found a level of support. The 3 and the 8 I'm looking at it, especially because from a trade perspective, we're looking at intraday real time. I'm looking at a possible move on the Dow, possible move on the S&P, possible move on the IXIC or the NASDAQ, possible move on the VectorVest composite. So as we're doing this live, could the market be finding a level of support to bounce up right now, even though we know that the market doesn't feel so good today? Could this change? Could this be happening live? And folks, this is what midday is all about, to see these changes as we go through the day. I asked Boston to give you grief about it. About what, Mark? About I did chat support about the four thing. I know Boston said a lot of people were asking about the four thingy. She knew what it was all about, but people on product support wouldn't have known. So we're going to call it the quad box. Joey wants me to call it the quad box. Sigh. All right, so we're going to do it, but I'm watching live, real time today, The market might, all the way across the board, might be finding a level of support. Beautiful level of support on the SPX, though, sitting at 45.73. Look at that. Beautiful level, bouncing off. The IXIC or the NASDAQ, not nearly as much. It didn't create its own level of support. The Dow did create its own level of support today, sitting at 36.070. All right, but the S&P and the Dow did find solid levels of support. Let's see if the 3 and the 8s can cross. Do you do midday on Friday? Dimka, I'm thinking that my next live will be a midday on Friday. I think that we might do bookends, a midday at the beginning of the week and a midday at the end of the week. So I'm thinking about we're going to try to make that happen. We're going to try to make that happen. Tim says 36,127 marks change to up on down. Thank you. So where are we at right now? We're at 36,112. 36,112, and it's got to break through a level of resistance at 36,149. Look at that. If it breaks through, it's got some upside, Tim. It's got some upside. I like that. All right. As we're still going through this analysis, if you haven't already hit the like button, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm loving these midday sessions because we get to watch the market live. We get to talk about what's going on in the market live, and that's a cool thing, all right? Wednesdays, Dominique, I'm thinking about keeping Wednesdays open for Patrick, especially if he's doing the trade for charity. My original thought was to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I'm thinking that if we can bookend the weeks with one early in the week on Monday and one at the end of the week on Friday, I think that that would suffice. Besides that, folks, we put a lot of content on our YouTube channel all throughout the week. So I'm thinking that a midday on Monday and a midday on Friday would be perfect. And that would wrap right around all of the other content that Patrick and myself put out throughout the week. So that's, I would like to do Wednesdays, Dominique, but I think Monday and Fridays would work out really well. All right, Raul says that would be awesome. All right, so that's what's going on with the main indices right now. Friday before happy hour. I would still do it in the middle of the day. Or we could be sitting in and going, yeah, how is that market today as we drinking martinis? We could do that too, but no. We ain't doing that. Got good gains on Meso today, says David. All right. And one other thing we won't do here, just like we do on Trending Thursday, I won't look at your individual stocks because I've got this day pretty much planned out on what I want to do. All right, let's go back to the viewers tab. Next thing I want to look at is the big news. So the stocks that we looked at from the news perspective, I've got them all here. There was a story on Pfizer from a money perspective that I didn't talk about. I don't know why I didn't talk about it. I didn't have the story up. But Pfizer made the news this morning as well. But here's Lucid, Blink. Because we don't track those currencies in the software, I figured BITO would have been the way to go. That's an ETF that looks at the whole crypto space. So I figured BITO would have been the best way to go, but there's EVGO down 15% today. I'm thinking that EVGO pulled back today because the stock's gone up nicely over the past few days. Here's ChargePoint and then TNXP. Let's go take a look at their graphs real quick. So these are the stories that made the news, right? These are the stories that made the news. Everybody knows that I've done stories on TNXP. With the news going after the drug for the cancers, right now it's just leveling. It's in a level of a channel. And the volume, look at that. Nice news today, nice volume. There's conviction behind that. The 3 and the 8 just crossed today. I like the move. I'd really like to see the stock break out of this level of 65 cents, though. All right, this is a low dollar stock, but I'm thinking that this stock has potential to go up in price, especially with the news behind it. It's a drug company, and drug companies put a lot of stuff out there. Not all of it goes through the FDA and gets approved, so just keep that in mind. Let's go to the next one, Pfizer. Pfizer news, hold on. What was the news that I had on it? COVID cases are rising again. Booster rollout could... Oh, I know what the story was on Pfizer. The story on Pfizer had to deal with the pill, and that the pill was giving good results from keeping people out of the hospital. So they've not only got the shot, but they've got a pill as well, and that's why that was the news behind it that was driving Pfizer up. Nice open candle today. The volume is still light. The news hasn't convicted me by way of volume, but definitely the stock has found a level of a low and now rising higher. I do like the play. I still think that Pfizer being the only FDA-approved drug, that this stock still has sky is the limit. I really do. It just hasn't come to fruition. It's been a tough play right here. It's been a tough play. And people ask me, well, why is it going down? Why is Pfizer, BioNTech, all going down? Not mRNA all going down. The whole industry is. All right. And I don't have a definitive answer as to why that's happening. All right. Hey, Glenn, it's Tim up in Winnipeg. I still haven't gone to Canada yet. I've got to get to Canada. I got TNXP basing on, that's TNXP is basing on daily. And I am still keeping my eye on Tonex. All right, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm still keeping my eye on Tonex. Next stock, Lucid. And a lot of the bump up in Lucid has been for the purposes of this, they're finally selling their car. I want to see if they can continue selling their car at the price point of $77,000. That's a lot of money to be trading for a car, all right, or for be buying for a car. But I love the range on it, man. And Tesla's not even there yet. Now, they're only like 318 miles to a charge. And you know what else? The Lucid car charges in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes. To get in that 500-mile range, I'm going to do more work on it, though. And I'm probably going to do a video just on Lucid alone as I get more information about it. There's Blink in regards to charging these electric cars. Look at the big wick of the day today. A lot of selling pressure, but look at the volume over the last few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row, above the average volume, whether it's on an up or down day. There's a lot of conviction behind the move on that stock. Keep that on your radar. BITO, remember, this is the cryptocurrency ETF. Even though cryptos are running, look at the pullback on it. But on an end-of-day basis, look at the 3 and the 8. 3 and the 8 are still solid. EVGO, big down day today. Again, look at the stock run. 1, 2, 3, 4 days, bigly, up from about $10 to a high of almost $20. Yeah, that's people taking profits. But look at the volume. The volume is there. There's a lot of conviction behind the move. But I definitely would keep your eye on it. If you own it, don't panic. Don't panic, because as soon as you sell it, the stock's price is going to go back up. That's always the way it works. If your plan is not to trade it or get out of it until it hits a stop, let it hit a stop. All right? ChargePoint, the other charging company, down today, but look at the 3 and the 8 end of day. The 3, even on the pullback, look at the big pullback right there. On end of day, the 3 and the 8 held. That's why I love the 3 and the 8. Whether I'm looking at it intraday or end of day, it really does a good job of keeping you focused without panicking. That's important. All right, so that's the graphs on my big news earnings this week. You know something I didn't find, and there's probably a lot of earnings, with all of the work that I was doing in regards to today and for the past week, I didn't find any earnings that I wanted to keep my eyes on. Now, fastest sectors. Let's talk about that, because when you go to the homepage, I can see what the best sectors are today. All right. And with the best top 5 sectors, and I can see a lot of money is going into building. Well, not a lot. On a down day like today or a mixed day like today, it's only up about 0.1%, and so is instruments, only up about 0.1%. All right, these are the top 5 sectors in the database right now. And on a mixed day, again, a little bit of mixture. Let's do this. I'm going to go to the Unisearch tool, and I am going to go to the Delta Searches sectors right here. Delta Searches sectors. If you guys do not have a subscription to the VectorVest software or system, here at VectorVest, we are offering, and we've been doing this for the longest time, we are offering our subscribers here on the YouTube channel, we're giving you access to the VectorVest software for 99 cents for 30 days. For 99 cents for 30 days. Adamar says, if you can't find a coin on the market tab on coin market cap listings, just copy the wallet address and paste it into swaps, i.e. Pancake, Uniswap, Sushi Swap, so you can buy those coins. There you go. Thank you for that, Adamar. Again, I just recently started using that site for the purposes of looking at cryptocurrencies here on the YouTube channel for you. But that site looks like it's a really good site. Glenn, do you still like mRNA? Tom, my answer to that is yes. It's one of the only vaccine stocks that have a relative value above 1. I still think that it's got good upside potential. It's just being hammered. So the answer to your question is I still like mRNA. And Mark let me know that there is Nvidia earnings on Wednesday. Again, with everything that I was doing to prep for all of the videos I did last week, plus doing today, I did not go through what earnings were happening this week. But I appreciate that, Mark, letting me know that Nvidia earnings is this Wednesday. 99 cents for 30 days. You can't even buy a can of Cafe Bustelo for that amount. What a deal. Again, I'm telling you, all these folks that are out here who haven't taken advantage of the VectorVest system, 99 cents for 30 days, it's out there. And again, so far, how many likes did we get today? 71. If you are feeling what we're doing today and you're seeing some potential plays that you can jump on board with, hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, folks, please hit that subscribe button. A little emote will pop up. There it is. We just got an emote. Somebody just did it. I don't know where I can see that, Joey. Yeah, I'm looking. That says 9 minutes. Look at that. Somebody just hit. That was B. Braxton. Thank you for that. Again, folks, our job here is to grow our channel, but man, the only way we can do that is if you subscribe to the channel, especially if you like what you see. All right, let's do the 10-day RT Delta. So what I'm doing is over the last 2 trading weeks, I want to see what sectors have gone up the most by our indicator relative timing. Now, how about apparel is up 14%, metal products is up 14%. What's up but doing well today? How about percentage price change? Man, nothing's rock and roll. Even though these sectors have gone up nicely over the last 10 days, on a down day, they're not moving up. This is a 0.25%. Let's go to personal. Let's right-click, view the stocks in the personal sector. Let's see what's moving. Let's see, even on the down day, I got some stocks that are moving. Let's sort this by percent price change. And let's do the quad box on the top 4. Now, remember, the market's down today. Let's go do a quad box. I don't like you today, Joey. 1, 2, 3, 4. You changed from 4 thingy. You made me now say quad box. Nail, I like Nail as long as building is still up. Nail is an ETF that looks at the building sector. So quad box. Now, Joey wants me to put, y'all need to type in here, hashtag quad box. Type it in the room. Hashtag quad box. Really? Do it on Facebook too. Hashtag quad box. Can't use 4 thingy anymore. John says, Glenn, why do you use sector over industries? Ooh. All right. So when I go look at sector analysis, I can, industry analysis, I can have 4 different industries within the same sector. And then I'm not as nearly diversified, all right? Whereas I look at the sector analysis, I'm just getting a broad feel and then diving in or coming in from that perspective. Does that make sense, John? Well, I've got 221 industries, and there's times where I use industry analysis over sector analysis, especially if I'm trying to fine-tune. But if I'm trying to get a broad feel from a sector perspective, what stocks are moving, this is the side that I'm going. Does that make sense, John? All right, does that make sense? If I need to fine-tune and hone in, then I'll use industry because I get more industries than I have sectors. All right, and then I can hone in on those industries. I'm going to right quick. So these are the top 4 movers today in that space. That's not the way I wanted to do it. There it is. Let's go see if I can use the quad box. I should have had 4 stocks in there. There they are. There they are. So there's the top 4 movers today. Look at that. Look, I used the hashtag quad box, and there we go, baby. Woo! Just that quick. Let's go fill this in. Hit the fill button. So these are the ones, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to hit the fill button yet. Why? Because these are end of day. Yep. Let's do this intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. Intraday, 5-minute bars, current. Since they're moving today, folks, Let's go see if there's any opportunities for you in these stocks today. So all I did is I went into a sector that's been moving up a lot over the last 2 weeks by our relative timing, honed in on which stocks to take a look at. Now I'll fill it in. VGR jumped up this morning, pulled back. Now, it's always tougher to find the stocks in the afternoon. A lot of the moves are made in the morning, all right? But these stocks are up today, and a lot of them are up today. And I'm not feeling MSLP. I think that either is a buyout of the company or it just ain't trading, and I don't like the volume on it. But XXII, personal tobacco, nicely went up this morning. Good opportunity to take your money from an intraday trade is when the 3 went below the 8. Looking at SUMR, nice move up today, sitting in a channel. I'd like to wait for it to break outside of the channel. VGR looks like it made its money, got to a level of resistance sitting at 1723, pulled back. It could be forming a level of support right now. Watch this. Look at that. It could be hitting a level of support right now. Let's zoom that back out. Sitting at about 1685. And the 3 and the 8 went negative. It went negative. That would have been a good opportunity to get out of the stock, but it might be finding a floor if you're still holding it. And we'll see what goes on from there. But from a sector perspective, I looked at one of the sectors that was up the most over the last 10 days by relative timing, and then honed in on those stocks. How quickly can you do that? Mark, thank you, Mark. I like what Mark said. #4thingy. Way to go, Mark. I'm not listening to Joey anymore. It sounds like a breaker panel or electrical outlet. No, #no quad box. I like that. I like to look at industries with at least 20 stocks in them. Marijuana has been 222 in RT industry ranking for many, many months. You know what that tells me? That anybody who's out there telling you it's time to buy marijuana is full of themselves. Do you agree with that, John? Do you agree with that? How many of you, based upon what John just said, knowing that out of the 222 industries that we have, that marijuana is number 222, are you going to listen to those folks that is telling you that it's time to buy marijuana? Type a yes or a no in the room. Are you going to listen to those people who are pushing marijuana stocks right now? All right, and that's where having a program like VectorVest is all about, because people can talk. It all depends on what you listen to. It all depends on what you listen to. And I'm looking at YouTube, and a lot of people are telling you it's time to go buy marijuana stocks. It's time to go buy gold stocks. This is where having a software like VectorVest is all about, folks. All right? This is what it's all about. All right. So that was a quick little dive into something to possibly take advantage of on a day like today. Let's go back to the viewers tab, industry ETFs. I like this because I can see where the money is going. And I've got, looking at the spiders across the spectrum, what industries are moving. So I'm looking at copper here, energy, gold bugs. Is gold moving today? And actually, this, for us, only updates at the end of the day, not live. Oil, materials, S&P 600 stocks, financials, staples, real estate, healthcare, natural gas. So across the board, I'm trying to see where the money is going on a day like today. This is a good way to know where to put your money at any given time. Natural gas, UNG, up 1.94%. Utilities, up 1.07%. And these are ETFs. Could you play these today on a day like today where you're trying to put your money somewhere? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the cool thing about looking at industry ETFs. I always want to see throughout the day where the money is going. I want to follow the money trail so that I can then find what stocks are conducive to me to buy today. You can actually buy those ETFs, correct? Absolutely. Every single one of these can be bought. Many of them have options. If you don't want to spend the money on the actual stock and you want to play the options, whether bullish or bearish, rock on, bro. Absolutely, Tim. All right. Mike, all right, so Mike is talking, John is talking to Mike. Industries can't go lower. Industries can go lower. When you say they can't, but, they can go lower. I'm big time. And I'm surprised I don't have uranium in here somewhere, but I should. This is going to be a growing list. This is going to be a growing list. But for middays, I started it off this way. But this is going to be a growing list. Something else I got for you. Speculative plays. So I go out to try to find some stocks that are meeting some technical things on a graph. They're usually lower dollar stocks, lower than 10 for the most part. Lower than 10 for the most part. But I want to, these are stocks to keep your eyes on because from technical perspective. Let's highlight the top 4 here. RCMT, Digital Ally, Chico Foss, DTE. I don't even know what DTEA is. But Easy Corp, I just picked up some shares on that. I like that. Here's a cannabis stock, but it's down and so on. This is another stock I want you to keep your eyes on. This stock has been rocking and rolling as well, DOGZ. But I'm going to look at the top 4 so we can put them into the quad box. Right-click, view the stock graph. And let's go put this on intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. All right, let's go see if it'll hold that for all 4. Let's go see if it'll hold that for all 4. Of course it didn't. Of course it didn't. All right, let's go intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. Intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. And intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. Let's take that out. Let's go take a look at them. All right, so these are stocks from a technical standpoint. These are more speculative plays, but look at this movement on RCMT. Went up nicely today. The 3.8 failed, but found a level of support sitting at $6.78. Look at that move back up today. I'd like to see the stock go above the session high before I buy it. Digital Ally came out the box a little sideways, then ramped up and ran along with RT. Volume started running with it as well. Right now, it's still below the level of the high. I'd like to see it take out that level of the high. DTEA, I'm not feeling the volume on that. Be careful with that one. I'm really not feeling the volume on that. And my last one is Chico Foss in retail apparel. Again, that's a hot industry. Retail apparel is a hot industry, and I think it's going to remain hot going into the Christmas season. I think it's going to be that way. Mark says, VectorVest, #winner. Look at that quad thing. Yeah, whatever. John, VectorVest with quad box. I need 4 cups of Cafe Bustelo. I know. Uranium. I got a couple of stocks for uranium, a couple of ETFs for uranium. I'm going to put it into that list, Tim. I am. Again, that's going to be a growing list that I have. All right. So 4 speculative plays to keep your eyes on. That's all I want you to do. And eventually, if they make you some money, I want to hear it. But if they lose you some money, I still want to hear it. I'm putting you on to something that is speculative that I've been just keeping my eyes on. I want you to keep your eyes on as well. All right. Big movers today. Got a couple of that were pushing 100% up, even on the down day. Look at that. I was looking at this earlier, Crex, when it was only up 89%. Look at that. Now, let's talk about what's making that stock move today. 125%. Let's go to the press release. I did find out the news. It was a merger. 3 companies, CRI, CREX, and CREXW, and Reflect Systems announced that companies have executed a definitive merger agreement. Now, what does that create in the merger? Don't know. Creative Realistics, this is a really ideal combination who will continue to act as CEO. CRI has a strong history of deploying large-scale and sophisticated digital signage. That's what this is all about. I wonder if this is for billboards. I'm wondering if this is billboards. Digital signage. Can anybody back me up on that? Digital signage sounds like billboards to me. Have you guys noticed that when you're out on the highway now, that those poster boards ain't poster boards anymore, which I think is really cool. I'm actually thinking about taking out one for my DJ business. DJ G Sharp, the party people's DJ. I'm really seriously thinking about doing a digital billboard. I'm thinking, so I'm wondering if that's what this is. Reflects his whole class content, blah, 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 blah. LED signs. Thank you, Tim. It's on LED signs. All right. Nonetheless, it was enough to push this company nice and high today, 125%. Dollar Tree. You know why Dollar Tree is going up? Somebody invested $1.6 or $1.8 billion in the Dollar Tree, and they're pushing for the company to start raising its prices. If that's the case, then what you going to call a Dollar Tree for? Now, if you're going to raise prices, you might as well call it $5 Tree. Not $5 Tree, $5 Tree. Who's going to come to the store? Think about it. You know, the biggest competitor Dollar Tree is what? Dollar General. Everywhere you go. Hey, Joey, when you were down in Charleston, how many Dollar Trees did you see? He might say some, he might not. You didn't see none? Oh, whatever. Listen, there's Dollar Trees everywhere. And in the most places that you would never think that Dollar Tree would be, it is. I mean, Dollar General. So I think that the investment that the investor made into this, trying to push the prices higher, I don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing for the company. Yalla is up 19%. Look at this. CSPR, Casper Sleep up 86%. Let's do this real quick. What's the stock news on it? Casper Sleep, 86%. Casper Sleep stock soars as investors are awakened by a buyout. Ta-da! Casper Sleep merger. Casper soars after White Knight rescues the company from a fumble IPO. Holy smokes, this stock is up 86%. So some of the biggest movers today, even on the day where the market is low or market's not doing well, for those of you who are VectorVest subscribers, let me show you how to find those stocks every day, no matter what the market is doing. Go to Searches Price Volume, run Daily Boomers. Every day we're going to find what stocks are up that are at least $2 that are up at least 10%. You can do that every single day. Now, if you're going to go against the trend of the market, folks, you're putting, and that's an aggressive way to play. But if the stocks are moving and you can time getting in by looking at graphs, folks, this is awesome. All right. For those of you who are not subscribers to the system, 99 cents, you can run this Daily Boomers every day. You can run it throughout the day. These stocks will change throughout the day. If you want to get ideas on how to take advantage of what's moving, that's a great, simple way right there. If that was worth it, if you haven't hit the like button yet, if that was worth it, hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do so. Folks, I'm doing everything that I can to not only pull the likes, but to get you to subscribe to the channel, because this is the kind of content that we put out for you every single day. Every single day. All right. Cassandra says, I invested in Blaze as an IPO. I am not a fan of IPOs for the most part. I want the company to show me, just like Jay-Z, show me what you got, little baby. Show me what you got, little mama. I want the stock to show me what it's got. Yeah, I had to do that because a lot of people sitting here going, what the hell did you just say? Go, what? Don't worry about it. It's a Jay-Z song, and it is. How often is it updated? Jonathan, I can keep running it. It'll update as new stocks come up in here. So it'll update. I'm looking at it real time. It'll update throughout the day real time. It'll update throughout the day real time. It's where the money is flowing. There you go. All right. So what's my last one? Wall Street bet stocks. The top 12 talked about Wall Street bet stocks are in here. They're sorted by our master indicator, VST. But I can keep my eye on what's moving by going to the price percent. AMC, I'm playing AMC. I'm in GME. Look at that. There's a weed stock that's up today. It's being pushed up by retail investors. Is it a good longer-term investment? Not yet. The weed space is still bad. All right? That's being pushed up by retail investors. There's another one in here, too. I had another. There's Sundial. Sundial is on the other side, down. But both of these stocks are being talked about on Wall Street Bets, helping to try to push these stocks up higher. Good play on AMC today, up 5%. GME is up 2.6%. I am in both of those meme stocks. With that, folks, I'm done. Where's my thing? I'm done. Man, how many likes did we get? 94. I'm trying to see if we can hit 100. If we can possibly hit 100. Again, this is the kind of information This is the kind of information that we put out every day, whether it's on a live stream. Patrick's going to be doing 2 live streams in a row for Tuesday and Wednesday. Don't forget about that. For the Trading for Charity, by all means, folks, please support him on that. It is a great undertaking that he's doing. I love that he's doing. He's passionate about it. Support him on our YouTube channel Tuesday and Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. and help us to raise money for these underprivileged kids, man. I think that it's a great thing. And all you need to do, if you don't want to actually put money behind it, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel. As you subscribe to the channel, folks, you're automatically donating. And if that's all you want to do, do that. As long as you subscribe to the channel, you are donating. Goes too fast. I like Monday Midday, says Michael. Well, you know something? I appreciate that you like it. And Joey and I are definitely going to push to do a midday on Friday. I think bookending. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, Tampa. We got our Tampa 2-day, January 7th and 8th. For those of you who are going live, go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. If you want to go live, you need to get your tickets. All right, because we're only going to have a certain amount of people that can be live. And I don't want you guys to miss out, especially you guys on YouTube. If you really want to go, we talk about how the VectorVest system works. Folks, it's like looking at a YouTube video, but on steroids. All right, we're going to have you for 2 days. The price is perfect. The price is, go to the website, go look at the price. For 2 days for that price, the price will go up. Price will go up, number one. And we're going to run out of seats in the live. And if that happens, we also will be doing a live stream. So we'll be there live. We will be there live, and Joey put it up on Facebook. Thank you, Joey. We'll be there live for those 2 days, and then we will also be live streaming for those 2 days. So in case you don't want to have to go, you don't have to. You don't have to, but you can still get the same experience at home in your pajamas, in your PJs, baby. Yeah. Put your PJs on. Hey, another thing before we go. How many of y'all saw my attempt at TikTok on our YouTube channel? Type a 1 in the room. All right. How many of you saw my attempted TikTok on our YouTube channel with the song that I sang? Type a 1 in the room. And if you didn't, type a 2, because if you didn't, you need to go check it out. You need to go check it out. I had my cowboy hat on Friday, and I sang a Josh Turner song. Baby, lock the door and turn them lights down low. Y'all need to go check it out. If you haven't already, I put on my Josh Turner voice, and I sang on YouTube. Go check it out. So, with all of that, folks, until the next time, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until next time, folks, see ya.